There are a lot of nations in World of Tanks Blitz, and you'd think that they've dang nearly covered all of them. You've got America, Germany, USSR, UK, Japan, China, France, and then you've got the Europeans with the Czechoslovakian, the Italian, and as well the Swedish, which were literally neutral in the war, and they still managed to squeeze them in. But there's only one country that you won't see at all, and that is the Canadian tech tree, even though there is a Canadian vehicle, the Ram 2, a Tier 5 American kind of Canadian medium tank. Now this vehicle is a really weird tank at that, because it kind of looks doofy with its not center mounted turret, which really annoys me, but this vehicle carries the second most DPM for a tier 5 medium in the game, only beaten by the Matilda Black Prince. Now the Matilda Black Prince is solely focused on having DPM. It's literally super bad for medium the Black Prince. It's super slow, it's got really no armor, and the only thing that it's got going for it is the insane DPM. And this vehicle here only has about 100 less. It's sitting at 1800 damage per minute as a tier 5 medium. And the reason for that being is because when update 5.5 hit and they nerfed all the vehicles in the game, well, this boy here is a premium, which means they couldn't nerf it. And that's why this is one of the strongest tier 5s in the game. The T-34, before update 5.5, had an insanely strong 57mm. And that 57mm did 90 damage per shot. It had just shy of about 1800 damage per minute. And after they nerfed it, well, yeah, the gun's not great anymore. It's got about 1500 DPM. It's not bad, but it's definitely not what it used to be. Well, this vehicle has pretty much what the old T-34 gun was, and even though it's not on a T-34, it's still one mean-eating machine. This gun has 1800 DPM, which means that it has the ability to just eat through enemy opponents. This A20 here sitting at 610 hit points. That means in about, what, 30 seconds? Not even 30, it's a third of that. So I guess in about 20 to 15 seconds, depending if I put on adrenaline, 15 seconds I can probably kill that full health tank. That's pretty impressive. And that's just what this vehicle can do. So we're going to see just exactly how much damage we can deal in today's gameplay. Now, if you want to see more like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a crazy amount. You'll see that this vehicle isn't super fast. To what I'm aware, it only goes about 40 kilometers per hour, which, yeah, not super fast for a tier 5 medium. But speed is not always key when you've got a gun, especially this type of gun. Let's aim it on you. Now, obviously, armor is not super existent on this tank, which means I gotta be careful against the enemy opponents. But we're getting some nice shots out. We've already penned 3 shells onto the enemy team, and I'm not shy to keep on trying to pop them out. There's the T-25. We got the M81. Ooh, there's the T-34, though, popping a big old tap into me there. Let's get a nice little slap back into you, and maybe we can get some more out. There you go. So that's already about 190 hit points we've taken off of him. Oh boy, this gun just keeps on ripping out that DPM. But obviously, alpha is key in certain scenarios. And in that scenario there, where I am going to get out traded by a vehicle like that KV-1 or the MT or the T-25, should I say, that's where I'm going to lose. These vehicles are obviously just going to trade with me. He's going to use his alpha damage, and I can't really do much to him. So in a scenario like this, I don't really like poking this T-25 because he's got a better gun than me on the damage per shot. But I do have way more DPM, so we're going to see just where I can poke this tank and see what we can do with the DPM. Now, we've got the KV-1 poking this, and this is where, again, that DPM comes into handy. That's 3 shells into the KV-1, and let's go for one more. Well, I guess we're not going to pen that, but it's fine because we got enough DPM to easily out-reload that shot. And now we poke the T-25, and now we just keep going. And this is what insane DPM is like. It is truly insane. You just keep tapping, and you really think that a vehicle like this wouldn't have this much DPM, but nah, oh wow, I got very lucky there that I did not get penned. But you know what? Boop! You get bippity-boppitied, and you're going to get bippity-boppitied again, and again, and again until you're dead. Ooh, that one must not penned, so that kind of sucks. But it's fine, because we got more shells for you. Okay, and all that's left over here is the T1 Heavy. So in the first game, we did a pretty decent chunk. We did about 1600 damage, and you can see where the strengths and the weaknesses are. Obviously, the armor, because this is kind of based off an M4 Sherman, is very weak. But if you're able to put this tank in a scenario where you're just flat out shooting at enemy tanks, you will always win the engagement because you've just got such a ridiculous amount of DPM. I was just playing this tank for fun. I was like, I've never gotten to play the Ram. I got it yesterday in one of the lucky crates, and I don't even think I owned it. But I don't really care too much about low tiers, as you guys know. So I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll play a game in it. And I played it, and I was like, wait, why does this tank have such a quick reload for high damage per shot? So yeah, it really is a strong tank, and I'm not saying this to like persuade people to buy it because I don't even know if you can buy it to what I'm aware. I just think it's a really, really strong vehicle because of the DPM. Now there is a vehicle that I guess is similar, and that is the T-34 with this 57 millimeter. That's about all I can think of. Let me know if there's any other vehicles in the comments that have super high DPM. So I'm aware. Okay, Leopard, thank you. I don't really know any other vehicles in the game that have the DPM of this vehicle. Well, of course, it's the second highest, but yeah, I really don't know anything with this kind of pea shooter gun that would have this much DPM apart from like the Matilda BP, but that's, again, another premium. Oh boy, my team is completely going heavy side. Why are teams so bad? Now, thankfully, it is tier 5. If this was tier 10, I would be super, super depressed, but it is tier 5. Oh boy, don't get hit. Oh, great. There's 191. That's definitely the SU-85I. Let's get the flock out of here. Gee, thank you very much, team. You guys all suck. All right, let's go over here. We got the KV-1. I think that's a stock KV-1 to what I'm aware, so maybe we can get some nice shells out into him. Hello, KV-1. Oh, you are not stock. Okay, well, let's get our shells out into him. Can we track him? That was not a tracking shot, and that was a big ol' shell into the side of me. Thank you. Oh, gee, I am in a really bad scenario, aren't I? I got tanks shooting me in the side, and I don't even know where they are. Oh, boy, this is not very AO. But you know what? We're trying our best here. We're going to see what we can do. There's one more shell coming out of us, and boop, you dead. That's what I'm talking about, and that's where the DPM comes into handy. Now, we do have a Leopard on my rear, which is a very, very annoying tank, obviously. It's got insane DPM for having, you know, no penetration. It is able to rip into you. I'm going to push forwards. I don't know if they're going to hit me, what's going to happen, but I don't want to get clipped by a Leopard. I hate them so much, so I'm going to drive over here. Okay, let's go. Let's speed over here. No, thank you. Don't want to get hit. Go, 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 go. Ooh, I can't tell you how nerve-wracking it is when you've got one of those SU-85Is aiming at you, especially because I know they've got over like 2,000 DPM. Okay, M4 Sherman, are you like freaking made out of stellinium? Here we go. Now we start penning the M4 Sherman. What the heck? Why can I not pen an M4 Sherman? It's an M4 Sherman. Let's try here. I don't know if he's AFK. I can't really tell, but hey, that's fine with me. Okay, you know what? I really don't know what to say right now. I'm bouncing an M4 Sherman. What the heck? All right, let's pop. Oh, wow, he's not super healthy anymore. There you go. M4 Sherman taken out. Now let's put on our adrenaline here, and let's pop some shells into the Leopard. Leopard gone. Oh, boy. I bet that the enemy team's not enjoying this all too much. Oh, boy, that's a T1 Heavy. T1 Heavy, strong tank. I don't know how to pen. I don't know how to pen. Oh, God, I hate playing against T1 Heavies. Yeah. And my teammate's dead. Okay, so I've got an option here. It's called run, and that's exactly what I'm going to try and do, because I don't want to fight a T1 Heavy. Not yet. Maybe we can... I thought that didn't protrude out as far as it did, but maybe we can get some shells into the T-34 over here. I know, again, that I've got the DPM to rip into this guy, so now it's all down to the question of, will I screw my shot? And the answer was no. It looked like I might, but no, I did not. Okay, let's aim in on you. We got one tap into the T1 Heavy, two taps into the T1 Heavy. Is he going to let me get him more? Like, it really is insane how quick you're able to dump out that damage. In that short amount of time, those two taps racked up quite a bit. That's, again, about maybe 160 damage there. So, you know, a single shot from a normal vehicle, but still, quite a bit. Let's go over here. Maybe we can get some more shots out onto the side of these tanks. I don't know if the T1 Heavy sees me, but let's try. There's one shot into the side. Let's keep going here. And two shots into the side, and keep going. Come on, three shots. We watched him fire, so we should be able to reload at least one more here. There you go. That is four shots into the enemy T1 Heavy, and we've made him pretty much a cripple after that. And now we start shooting at the other T1 Heavy, and that's it. That is what the ability... Ah! Looks like I just overpoked it, and we did lose. To be fair, we lost the game, but... Again, the amazing DPM of this tank almost carried it. And honestly, if I hadn't have poked that just a little bit too much, we could have probably easily carried this game. So, you can see 2,197 damage in that battle. It really is a fun tank. The DPM's great. and I just wanted to make a fun little ode, should I say, to a Canadian vehicle that I didn't even know existed in Blitz. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.